What's going on, everybody? This is Raider Earn, and this is week 2 of the SoCal Raider Report. We are here back in the Raider Room Man Cave. We are ready to go for week 2. So let me tell you what's going to happen here. We're going to send it over to Raider Chris. He's at the stadium in Miami. That's right, yes, through the miracle of magics of technology we can do this. So Raider Chris, take it away.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Raider Chris. I'm coming from you at a different location every week. This week, today we're playing Miami. So today, I'm in Miami. Today here on game day, we're looking at the weather report. Weather report doesn't look so good. It's hot, it's humid, and chances of thunderstorms. You know what I say about thunderstorms? Bring the pain, bring the ball, bring the water.
Say what?
Then score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Alright, Raider Nation, I'm here to talk about the keys of the game against the Miami Dolphins this week. Today it's all about defense, getting pressure on the rookie quarterback, making him flustered, and it's about us limiting our mistakes like we had last week. If you think about last week, we won every category of the game. We had more total yards, more rushing yards, more passing yards, and we even had less penalties, only 6 penalties last week. The problem is that those penalties cost us big time, especially those 2 by Tommy Kelly going offsides on 3rd down. We got to limit that. Special teams, we're considered the best special teams in the league with Janikowski and Leckler, but last week it was really frustrating to think that we lost the game on special teams. So we got to clean up those little mistakes. We got to make sure that our defense is pressuring the quarterback. You know, we're gonna get a boost on offense with Denarius Moore back. So that's great to hear. I know we lost Jacoby Ford for the year, but you know what? We kind of expected that because he hadn't played all preseason and he was out for first week and he's going to need foot surgery. We lost Ron Bartel for the whole year. I don't know how much. That's not really gonna matter because somebody else is going to step up and take his place. But I think for the most part today, Denarius Moore, I expect him to have a big game. Darren McFadden, as always, who's going to run all over the Miami Dolphins. And I predict an easy victory today.
Say what?
Let's take a look at the first half highlights of this dreadful game. There really wasn't too many highlights to look at. The Raiders cornerbacks continue to suffer here. Rookie quarterback Ryan Tannehill had a field day with them. Pat Lee getting burned, Shante Spencer getting burned. The new guys coming in were getting burned. It was just an awful day for the secondary. Not much better here, stopping the run on a 3rd down play, which could have been a nice way to stop and get some momentum, but the Raiders could not stop. This is pretty much the only Raiders highlight as far as offense goes, pretty much for the whole game. There was really no defensive highlights as well because nobody made a play, but here Goodson takes the ball in off a swing pass and scores. That would be it for the day for the Raiders scoring touchdowns, which is pretty discouraging considering we have one of the best backs in the league. Second quarter action, Raiders trying to get some momentum here just before half. I really like the move here by Osbury, former USC Trojans, looking good. Good effort here. But the problem is, again, the Raiders have to play 4 quarters, folks. First and goal, Raiders have a great opportunity to score. Carson Palmer trying to trick the defense and cannot get it to Darren McFadden, who did have his eye gouged during the first half. All right, well, it's halftime. Joe, what do you think so far?
Well, let me tell you, just like my pregame before the game, I said you get the pressure on the quarterback, then we're gonna win this game. And after the first drive, we looked a little shaky. They scored a touchdown. Defense made adjustments. They haven't done nothing on us, and we're up 10-7. You know, I like to see, obviously, when we're in the red zone. I hate field goals. We got to score touchdowns. So let's go up. We get the ball first in the second half. I think overall, Mike Chauncey came to play today, and you have already seen from the offensive side, Denarius Moore making a big impact already. What you think?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right on that, Joe. I think the defense showed up after that first touchdown, first drive, and really picked it up. The defensive line looks dominant, front four, probably the best in the league. I'm really excited about that. A little bit worried about McFadden. Doesn't really seem to be able to get much going, but nice play by Mike Goodson. Actually scored and didn't fumble. That was encouraging, but you know, I'm looking for some big time numbers second half for Carson Palmer. He looks like he's about ready to blow up. So let's see what happens. We're ready. All right, let's get into the second half, as I call it, the lowlights for the day, because this was a really ugly second half of the game. Third quarter action, Dolphins driving, Raiders just refusing to tackle anybody with any kind of fundamentals, arm tackles everywhere, and Reggie Bush scores on an easy run. which looked a lot harder than it actually was. When nobody tries to really tackle with any fundamental tackling, it's just anybody's gonna be able to run it in. My mom could run that in. Reggie Bush disgusts me. Really do not like this man. He really messed up USC, and now he messed up the Raiders. Here comes Reggie again on the left side. Raiders just cannot tackle. Point of attack, missed assignments. He's just going to continue to cost this undisciplined defense. What we thought was a fixed defense really is not. And part of it is not all scheme. I think a lot of it has to do with personnel. The Raiders are extremely in a bad position with a lack of depth. Here's a nice punt return. There was a few other nice punt returns during the day, but of course penalties, as usual, ruin those. We did end up with some nice field position, but once again got nothing from it but a typical field goal. Fourth quarter action, the Raiders still had a small chance to be in this game, only down by 8, but once again the defense, lack of pressure, and inability to cover anybody cost us dearly. On a third down, another big first down led to what you're going to see here. Another pass. This out was going all day. I mean, I don't understand how there's no adjustment made to that kind of coverage to fix that, but in the end, again, Rolando McClain out of position, poor tackling, ends up in another touchdown, which seals the deal, and the Raiders went ahead and lost 35-13. Folks, this is a really bad start. The only good thing is they doused this guy with pee.